Hello everyone. So now in this video we are going to talk about first phase of the karyokinesis, that is prophase. Mitosis start with prophase because the cell divide its nucleus during prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, and longest phase of the karyokinesis is the first phase, which is prophase. So in this video we are going to talk in detail about the different type of changes that occur in the eukaryotic cell like plant cell or animal cell during the prophase. So first we have to draw the structure of the cell. Remember one thing, as all these four phases going to divide nucleus into two daughter nuclei. So at the time of drawing prophase, metaphase, anaphase or telophase in cell, we have to only focus on nucleus structure. No need to write or no need to draw different cell organelle, cell wall, cell membrane in detail or cytoplasm. Just focus on the nucleus structure. So suppose this is the eukaryotic cell, consider animal or a plant cell. The outer covering of the cell is cell membrane. Okay, if it is a plant cell, cell membrane will going to have outer covering which is cell wall. Then inside the cell membrane we will going to have cytoplasm, and cytoplasm contain large nucleus. Okay, so suppose this is nucleus of the cell. Nucleus is a double membrane organ. So I am drawing two membranes of the nucleus. And we know that nucleus have nuclear pores to control the traffic in and out. So this nucleus will going to have nuclear pores. Now I am going to take example of a cell who having 5 chromosome. For example, if we consider human cell, we have to draw 46 chromosome. But in this case, I am going to draw a cell with 5 chromosome. Remember that when cell enter into the prophase, cell have to pass first through interphase, that is G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. And we know that in S phase, cell will going to replicate its DNA. So when any cell come in the prophase, the cell already have double amount of DNA. Okay, so the genetic material of the cell is already get double when cell enter into the prophase. So I am drawing 5 chromatin inside the nucleus. Okay, suppose this is nucleus with nuclear membrane and nuclear pore. Inside the nucleus there are chromatin, 5 in number. Okay, and nucleus also contain nucleolus. Nucleolus. Sessile body present inside the nucleus is nucleolus. Okay, and at the time of entering into the prophase, cell will going to have a special type of structures called centrioles. So suppose first centriole, second centriole. Okay, this centriole will going to play important role at the time of metaphase, anaphase and spindle fiber assembly. Okay, and why I have drawn 2 centriole here, because at the time of replication of the DNA in the S phase, cell will also going to replicate this centriole. So when cell enter into the prophase, cell will going to have centriole, 2 centrioles. So I have draw 2 different centriole in this cell. Okay, at the time of studying prophase, we have to remember one thing is that as cell have double amount of DNA, because cell enter in the prophase through S phase, but the chromosome number is still not changed. Okay, if we consider human cell, when any human cell enter into the prophase, it will going to have 46 chromosome, but each chromosome will have double amount of DNA. Okay, that means DNA is duplicated, but chromosome is still same, or the chromosome number is still unchanged, because they are attached with each other through centromeres. Okay, suppose I draw a structure of a chromosome which is present inside this nucleus. At this point, it will going to look like this. This is centromere, and centromere will going to have two arms. Okay, and each arm, suppose this is the one copy of DNA which is present in the chromosome. But as we know that DNA is replicated during the S phase, so this DNA will going to have another copy due to DNA replication, and this DNA will also going to have another copy. Okay, and now both this DNA, double DNA, have separate covering around themselves. So new chromosome will going to look like this. This is sister chromatin, and they are attached to each other through centromere. Okay, so in this cell, chromosome, if it is a diploid cell, okay, and chromosome number will be 5. For example, if it is human, then chromosome number will be 46. In this case, I consider 5. But the DNA content or the C value of this cell is 4C. Normal cell have 2C, but as I told earlier, the DNA is double, so this cell have 4C DNA value. Okay, this is the cell. Now this cell will going to enter in the prophase, and now I am going to discuss detailed changes that occur inside the nucleus, okay, or inside this cell when cell pass through prophase. Okay, it is the longest phase, and prophase is divided into two parts for better understanding: early prophase and late prophase. So I am going to discuss different changes, okay, of early prophase and late prophase. When cell enter in the prophase, initially in early prophase, first thing that occur is dissociation of the cell organelle and nuclear membrane. Okay, so nuclear membrane start dissociation. Okay, suppose this is nuclear membrane. Okay, the integrity of nuclear membrane will going to break, and the nuclear envelope start dissociating in early prophase. Same thing happened with all the membrane bound structure which is present in this cell, which include Golgi complex, mitochondria, and all other endoplasmic reticulum, all other cell organelles. Okay, so all cell organelle start dissociation of their membranes. So this is the first important point or first important change that occur in the cell in the early prophase. At the same time, in the early prophase, condensation of the chromatins going to start. Okay, so second thing which occur in the early prophase is condensation of chromatin. What is meant by condensation of chromatin? It is the process in which water come out or the water molecule is lost through the structure of the chromatin. Okay, and due to loss of water molecule, the process of condensation continues and the structure of the chromatin changes. The structure become thick and short. That means chromatin get converted into the chromosome. Okay, if we observe cell at the time of entering into the prophase, we will going to see chromatin, and at the end of prophase, instead of chromatin, we can see chromosome, and this happened because of the condensation. So third change in the early prophase is formation of chromosomes. So we have drawn 5 chromatin here. So 5 chromatin will going to convert into 5 chromosomes. So I am drawing 5 chromosome here. Second, third, fourth, and say fifth. Okay, so chromatin will going to convert into chromosome due to condensation process. And another important change that occur in the early prophase is nucleolus disappear. Okay, we have draw nucleolus here, and this nucleolus will going to disappear from the nucleus in the early prophase. So these are the important changes that occur during the early prophase. Okay, and at the end of the early prophase, now cell is ready to enter into the late prophase. Another important point that I forgot to tell, that these centrioles start moving towards two pole of the cell during the early prophase. Okay, so next change is centriole migration. One centriole start moving towards this pole and other centriole start moving towards other pole. Okay, so these are the important changes. First, nuclear membrane will going to disappear. Other membrane bound organ of the cell also show dissociation of the membrane. Then condensation of the chromatin network is started, and due to condensation, chromatin convert into the chromosome. Then nucleolus disappear in this phase and centriole migrate towards opposite pole. Now in the late prophase, what will going to happen? First thing is that nuclear membrane completely disappears. So this nuclear membrane disappear completely. Now the chromosome directly remain suspended in cytoplasm because their covering is gone. Okay, so first is nuclear membrane disappear. Okay, the second thing is that this centriole reach to pole. Centriole reach to opposite pole. Okay, so out of the two centriole, one centriole reach to this pole and other centriole reach opposite pole. Okay, the next thing happen is that formation of fibers. Fibers or thread start formation. Okay, and why this? What is the need of this fiber? These fibers are required during the metaphase and anaphase. Okay, so two different type of fibers are produced at the time of late prophase. Some short fibers are produced by this centriole, and these short fibers are called astral rays. Astral rays. Okay, while some long fibers are also produced from the centriole. Okay, and these long fibers are called spindle fiber. These spindle fibers are run continuously from one centriole to other centrioles. Okay, so in late phase, two type of fibers produced: short fibers called astral rays and long fibers called spindle fibers. Then what about chromosomes? As we know, the chromosomes are produced during the early prophase. In this case, we are showing 5 chromosomes. So once these spindle fibers are produced, the chromosome get attached to the spindle fiber by centromere. Okay, so chromosome have centromere. Here I am drawing one chromosome here attached to this spindle, other chromosome somewhere here, third chromosome, fourth, chromosome number 5. So total chromosome, if cell have 46 chromosome, they will going to attach to the 46 different type of spindle fiber. Here I am taking example of cell that having 5 chromosome, okay, as I told earlier. So this 5 chromosome will going to get attached to 5 different spindle fibers. And now this cell is ready to enter in the metaphase. So in this video, I discuss in detail about the different type of changes that occur in the cell when any cell enter from interphase to M phase, the karyokinesis phase of the M phase. And in karyokinesis, first is a prophase. It is the longest phase of mitosis in which first early prophase occur and then late prophase occur. The important changes that occur in the nucleus during the early prophase is dissociation of the nuclear membrane, then condensation of chromatin, that is loss of water molecule, formation of the chromosome, nucleolus disappear, and centrioles start migrating towards the opposite pole. While in case of late prophase, nuclear membrane completely disappear, then centriole reach to the respective pole and fiber formation initiated. Number one is small fiber called astral rays and long fiber called spindle fibers. Okay, and now this spindle fiber get attached to the centromere of the chromosome and cell is ready to enter into the metaphase. Due to this spindle fiber, they are thread. So this type of cell division is called mitosis. Mitos means thread and osis means stage. So this is the stage which will going to take help of spindle fiber or help of thread for division of the nucleus. In my next video, we will going to discuss metaphase in detail. Thank you.